Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Dai, and today I am bringing you a first impressions of the series Missions of Love by Ema Toyama. This is a 19-volume series that is currently being published by Kodansha. About 17 volumes are currently out in English, and it is rated older teen. This one follows Yukina, who is a high school student that is avoided by most of her classmates due to her icy gaze. Little do they know, Yukina is the popular cell phone novelist whose story they just can't get enough of right now. Yukina overhears one day some of the students talking about her novel, and they express an interest in wanting some romance, as another popular cell phone novelist is currently writing some into their novel. They really want to see some of that in Yukina's novel, but there's just one problem. Yukina has no experience in that department whatsoever. Luck is on her side, though, when she comes across some incriminating evidence against the most popular boy at school, Shigure. She devises a plan for him to complete missions geared towards giving her the experiences she needs in order to be able to write such scenes into her novel, which may end up writing some of those experiences into her own life. So I have been reading this one through Kindle Unlimited. I read volumes 1, 2, and 3, and I am really enjoying this series so far. Based on the covers, though, as you can see over here, I think the covers kind of give it a misleading feeling. Like, I feel like the covers are trying to say that the series is more steamy than it is. At least as far as what I've read so far, up to volume 3. The series is nowhere near as steamy as what these covers suggest. That's not to say that won't change in the following volumes. This series obviously has a popular black male trope throughout it. It's entertaining for sure, but I don't know how realistic it would be, like in a real life situation. Obviously, I don't care. It's entertaining to read, and I read for enjoyment. And I'm kind of curious to see how far they're going to take this, because I don't know that you can carry a trope like this through 19 volumes. So that's kind of a question that I have in the back of my head after reading these 3 volumes and realizing how long the series actually is. Also, you can see in the covers that there is another character that's kind of central to this story. He is introduced in volume 1, and it is her cousin. Her cousin has kind of been with her through her entire life. He's her only friend. They're in the same grade, I believe. So even though Yukina doesn't have any friends, she definitely has him. I think it's pretty obvious to say that they're kind of putting together a possible love triangle, though I don't believe that the cousin is going to be a viable option in this at all. It's pretty clear that even in volume 1, there's definite attraction going on between Yukina and Shigure, and that pretty much is where I think this series is going to go. If I had to guess right now, I am going to think that it's leading to a possible relationship between these 2 characters. I really have a feeling that the whole cousin kind of point in this possible love triangle is only because they've been together like forever, and with their history, I don't believe that he, the cousin, knows what romantic love feels like, and he is possibly thinking that that is what he feels for Yukina, even though that's not what it is. I also think that the reason that he expresses these feelings to her is because he sees her slipping away. She's kind of, been isolated because of the way people perceive how she's looking at them. And he's kind of just been like, kind of a nobody also, so it's kind of been their little like unit. And I think he sees that she's leaving and thinks, okay, I need to do something to like keep her with me, even though I also believe that he really doesn't understand that the feelings he has for her is not romantic. At least that's what I think, and that's what I'm hoping. I'd say at this point, don't let that put you off from this story. It really is like fluffy, fun shoujo. It's almost potato chippy in a way, if you know what I mean. I go through these volumes so quickly, and I just really enjoy it. I don't know that it's going to be a story for everybody, but at this point, it's really enjoyable for me to read. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. The art is beautiful. I really like this mangaka's art style. And in the little columns, in manga where they have like little notes from the mangaka, either talking about what they were doing between releases or how they came up with the story, there are little short comic strips that show Yukina as a miniature snowman. And that's because she kind of has this Ice Queen like nickname in this story because of her icy gaze, and the short comic strips are just super cute. Yeah, I just can't wait to read more of this series. I don't know when this series will be completely out in English. I'm kind of hoping it will be by the end of the year. As I mentioned, I am reading this through Kindle Unlimited. They do have about 10 volumes out on their service right now. And so if you're a Kindle Unlimited subscriber, I definitely recommend that you check this out and see what you think of it. And that's really all I've got to say about my first impressions of this series. It's definitely entertaining and it's got its hook in me for sure. So I'll definitely be continuing. Let me know if you've read this series and what your thoughts are on it, or if you're planning on reading this series. And that is all I've got for you today. I hope you're all doing great. And until next time, take care and smile always. Bye.